These what, Robert?
Nut allergy.
No.
These nuts.
Thank you.
This man
Yep.
has a nut allergy. Got it.
Yep.
Dangerous.
No, Vasul has a nut allergy.
He does.
Yeah, but he
I
loves
remember
them.
him starting to puff up when he ate some peanut.
But they're
Man-
so good.
I almost died eating peanut.
It's kind of like the
man
kid that
missed it all.
that ate a peanut butter cup and then jabbed himself with his EpiPen just because he wanted to know what it felt like, what a peanut
I
butter
wanted
cup
to
tasted like.
experience a peanut butter
Jesus.
cup. Yeah. I've read that story too. Yes. And I
I-
can't say
what
that
the
there are
hell?
kids with peanut allergies that do that.
Yeah, I feel like they don't do it often because EpiPens are expensive as fuck,
They do it when the one I met and went to
or like
school
once
with-
about to expire.
Yep. That way it's not wasted and has to be thrown out or returned. So what he ended up doing was he'd get a different peanut-based thing that he wanted to try near the end of the expiration date,
Mm-hmm.
and he went to the nurse's office, informed the nurse of what he was doing, and did it in front of her in case anything went wrong.
Nurse is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna go down. All right.
I'm about to eat this peanut butter cup, stab myself with an EpiPen, and enjoy myself.
And if things go wrong, I need you on standby.
Nurse is like, yeah, that's not how that works. And the
Too
cup's
late.
already gone.
God damn it.
You know, if you're immune to necrotic, Orcus can't really hurt you that much.
I believe I am, sadly.
You're vulnerable, necrotic.
Vulnerable to necrotic.
Well, for the
only-
divine magic.
Only divine necrotic.
Yeah. I don't think fiends count as divine necrotic
However,
damage. Gonna
there
be
is-
honest.
I mean,
know
there
beyond
is a
that,
holy
definitely-
devil.
There is a Beyond God who definitely specializes in necrotic.
Well, yeah,
Also-
beyond gods, but
Yeah, but he's gonna
Also-
start giving powers to people.
Also, there
Yeah.
is a holy devil on the what is it, third floor? What floor of the? Did they fell on? You know,
Cameron, are you having problems speaking today?
maybe.
James Nond is having a strong
strong.
call of bondulance.
James Strunk is having a bond.
A what?
Cameron?
They blame Cameron on us.
Cameron, I have
Oh,
an important
Pentium.
question for you today.
Yes,
Are you sober?
as much as I can be. I am tired. I did not get to sleep till 5 a.m.
Stop staying up so late then.
I
Hashtag
was
relatable.
laying in bed staring at a ceiling for 3
Cameron,
hours.
you
trying
need
to
to,
sleep.
you legit need to get like a job as like night security somewhere.
Yeah.
The only place around here that would hire night security is at Chuck E. Cheese's, and that's like 4 hours away, and I'm not doing night security at Chuck E.
Protect
Cheese's.
the Chuck E. Cheese.
Bro.
Find like a. Wait, is there like
Five
is there a
Nights at Freddy's has
hotel that you
proven
can just
that's
do
terrible.
like seriously, boy, gosh. There's got to be some kind of night shift job around that you could take advantage of since you don't sleep at night,
Most of them,
where you sit down and like watch a screen.
most of the night jobs in this area are working at gas stations,
Cook,
and I've applied to them, and they don't want me.
Cook, are you being bullied at work again?
No, why would I?
I don't
No,
know. You're
bullied.
picking on Cameron a little hardcore there, so I feel like you've got some unresolved issues from work going on.
No, dude, work's phenomenal. I mean, like I said, they scheduling manager fucking awesome. Gave me, all the days off that I wanted. It's fucking amazing.
Okay. Just making
Now
sure.
in 3 weeks, we're gonna hear back that everything's going terrible.
No, it'll be the day I get a bonus for like half of what Cook makes in a month. That's when we'll hear fuck this job.
I mean, I'm just starting out. I don't expect a lot.
That's fair. And that's a good mentality to have. You should take the management position, though, in my opinion.
Apparently, though, for each station I learn, I get a raise.
Learn all of them.
I was gonna say, yeah, start training.
Yeah, I got of course get this station under wraps, which I'm close to. I already almost. I can pretty much cook everything in that station now. I just got to be efficient and faster.
Okay.
Anyways, it's time to start, so I'm gonna shut up.
Cameron has become self-aware.
I appreciate that, Cameron. Welcome back, everyone. So, first off, the reason there's no camera is mostly because of the fact that I am not camera ready. I have been working and rushing a few things around the apartment, and am currently soaked in sweat and looking like I'm half dead. So, with that in mind, we're going without camera or face cam today, but that's okay. So, last time we left off, our good friend Hawken here managed to get a new quest of sorts. A quest that involves killing. God damn it, Maya. And not just killing anybody, but killing another crowned prince, and potential candidacy for high royalty, in exchange for his own crown. However, this wasn't the only thing that happened, as I do wish to also highlight something that the entire group highlighted to our good friend Cook, who plays Hawken, after session, that there is another Nord in the party, and it's not the Pebble. So when you're looking for rulership and leadership, please look no further than Sigrun, obviously.
Exactly.
Uh-oh. Wait, what? I did not hear news about this.
Sigurd would not be taking over the Windsor name.
I disagree. I think so.
I think as a militaristic run, nation of people, that Sigrun would do great in that environment. You see, she's very proficient at killing.
I don't know if you'd be proficient with all the firearms that they handle though.
She could learn,
Can I
give
make a
her a gun.
suggestion? Vote for Tamadar so that you can have a drug den.
Idea. We get Maya.
Cameron,
one
I will
level-
kill you if you try selling those drugs to my people.
We get Maya one level in Artificer. Idea. We got this.
I'm gonna be a rogue barbarian artificer multi-class.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Alright. Man. It's okay. It's just one of those days in which we accept the fate that is given to us, the cards that are dealt to us. If anything else, the bears that were given to us shall be completely ignored. And Tamadar continues to kiss ass in the comments to make sure at least one member of the party will save him. Goddamn. Alright, but yeah, so last time, besides Hawken's discovery of a long-forgotten family member, the discovery of the confirmation of his family's death, at the unknown hands of a disease in the capital, and the confirmation of his candidacy still being for the kingship, Hawken took the quest alongside the rest of the party to continue on their adventure towards the Orcish lands, heading to Strongdale. Besides, we're gonna skip over a little bit of the fact of some poor Nordic blacksmith belittling Hawken for about a good 30 minutes. And
Sorry,
we
Mike.
bring up the flat Silencia people again.
you
That made my
know,
brain hurt.
one
We love
day,
this people.
we find
I'm gonna kill them
ourselves
all.
coming back to the edge of the Nordic territories, coming upon the Burnside Fort, as it's called. The party, you've traveled a good ways at this point. Many a days have come and gone since you left the city of it was Ayaz, or Latito. Sorry. After leaving the city, traveling for about a week roughly, you lot come across this massive wall. Or one could call it a wall if a wall was just a bunch of rocks put on top of each other, being held together by a couple of thick trees.
That's a wall. It's a terrible wall.
It's as much a wall in the fact of it will defend you as it will cave in and collapse on you. But on the other side of this large wall, you see, to enter into the country, the fortress city of the Burnside Fort. It being one of the southernmost castles It is rumored to be ruled by a crazy dwarf lord who loves explosives. However, that dwarven child is supposedly long, or that crazy dwarven lord is supposedly long since dead, and since then, new leadership has been promoted in the area. Who or what? None of you would know. The city itself, though, although not as massive as the capital, does have sport 3 schools and one of the largest libraries in the Orc Nation. Or at least that's the pamphlet, what the pamphlet reads, with the very simply drawn shapes as the Orc Guard hands it to you lot as you come upon the gate.
I'm gonna look through the pamphlet and see if there's any ruling on orc dueling law.
Give me a perception check.
How's a 25?
There's nothing on dueling law.
Huh.
Written in it. Nope.
That's
Why
sad.
don't you ask the guard that just handed us the pamphlet?
I don't speak Orcish.
I also don't think I speak Orcish. I do
Does the
not.
orc... Better question, does the orc speak common?
The orc was speaking common as he was reading out the pamphlet to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Alright, then I'll ask him just a general question. If, say, we get insulted in a duel
He holds
starts,
his hand up in front of your face and then begins to speak once more in common, going, I only know that and this following sentence to explain that I can't speak any more common than this.
Teminar just gives a thumbs up and nods.
The orc looks at him and
s-
speaks, says something strangely and grunting.
Sigrun will, in Giant, ask, my friend, do you speak Giant, perchance?
The guard continues to grunt.
No, I take that as a no.
Is there a sign stating what languages they do speak anywhere?
How about you try going over to the library where probably people know more languages there?
That's fair, there's schools here, we can do that.
Yeah.
Could you
Good
imagine
idea.
if he
I'll
didn't
fearlessly
speak
accept.
Common, but he spoke Thieves' Cant? That'd be funny.
I believe it.
I could test it.
No, I don't. That's
Little Jimmy fell down the well.
The sky is blue today, yes. Blue is very lucky. The sky is lucky.
Okay, Daka.
The orc guard just continues to stand there and stare at you lot, trying, watching as each of you moves your lips, not really seeming to comprehend what you're saying.
Let's do
Teminar's
this.
just
Come on.
going into the city
up.
now.
The orc stands aside, and as you start walking in, you are immediately just enlightened with the great smell of feces and death from all around you.
Familiar.
Yeah,
Reminds me of
I
the
don't think I
dungeon
need
that
to
I
tell
met you guys in.
but it smells like shit here.
Mm. After
Your nose
so
never
many
fails,
years on the
Lucius.
battlefield, I've become immune to such stenches.
I have traveled through some pretty bad slums, but none smelled this bad.
You see a very old-looking orc woman, kind of bent over, maybe like 4 foot tall, come walking by, very slowly pushing a little cart with little pink flowers in it. And as you guys mentioned, she looks up at you and smiles, holds out a flower.
Oh,
Take it.
that is so kind.
Wonder how much
How
that
much
one
were
costs.
these?
Temidar, you said you take it, or Kuna, or Pebble?
No, I said I wonder how much this is gonna cost.
Oh, okay.
Teminar will take it and slide her a gold piece.
Okay. She takes it, and she kind of nods. Continues to stare at you.
Is your hand still outstretched?
No, she's just staring, just standing there staring at you.
Teminar will
Try.
look at the flower
What does the flower
and
smell
offer
like?
Sigrun to sniff.
Okay, sure, yeah. Sigrun was literally just asking him how it smells. She'll
Okay.
sniff it.
Sigrun, give me a con
With her
saving throw.
big hog nose. Yeah, I saw that coming. Let me get get my good die out. I didn't have it out because I didn't expect to be rolling so
Don't worry,
soon.
Maya. You have a +4, I believe in you.
I have, I have a good bonus. I just need to find my
Well,
special
you also get an
Sigrun
additional
dice.
bonus from the pebble being so nearby.
From being near me, I give a +4. Yeah.
Oh, you give a
To all
Right.
saving throws. Yeah.
Wait,
Within 10
actually, because
feet.
because my con save's higher than a 4. I just for some reason forgot that. Okay, I found it. All right. So that's an 18 plus 13 with mine and the pebbles save.
31.
So
31.
yeah.
So Sigrun, your nose starts to kind of feel slightly as if it's being tickled by a feather for a moment, and as you're about to sneeze, it seems to fade away.
Okay. Good. I always sneeze. That the pollen is strong in that one.
Temerl will nod at the woman and slowly just put it into a pocket.
The woman watches your hands as you put it into your pocket, and then turns
Wow,
and
you
looks
put
you
a
back up into
flower?
your eyes.
You put a flower in your pocket.
Well, no, it's
That
sort of
is-
like a chest pocket where it'd be the flower part itself would be sticking out.
Like a carnation, that kind of thing.
Yep.
She continues to stare at you.
I think
she wants you to
wants
smell
know-
it.
I think she wants. Yes, exactly. You should smell it.
You should smell the flower you just bought.
It'd be. Yes, I mean I
Temerl will
smelled it.
Lift it just a little bit and take a quick sniff.
All right, give me a con saving throw, Timidor.
I get a +4 to this too, so that's a +7 instead. Great. Oh, good. So that's 26.
Yeah, as you're sniffing it, the pollen from it seems to kind of hit your nose, causing it to feel very ticklish. And suddenly, as you're about to sneeze, it seems to fade away again.
Very nice. Does it have any distinctive scent?
Nope.
Mm.
Not in the slightest.
Can we smell the fecal matter smell anymore, or is
Yep.
it like
Yes, it's
gone?
still pretty prudent.
You know what? Can I try and recognize this flower?
Sure, give me a nature check.
Now that you've bought it and smelt it, you want to do okay.
15.
Yep, and figure out what it is.
You're not really familiar with orcish flowers. There's not many accounting books on different species of fauna and flora in the orcish lands. Mostly because anybody who can think that highly is eaten. So, not really
Damn.
much is known. Theoretically, this could be nightshade, or it could be just a harmless poppy. You're not sure.
Poppy, you say?
Could be.
Anyone else
Emphasis
recognize
on
the flower?
that.
I'm hearing good chance.
You know what? If this is a poppy, then we'll make bagels later.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make heroin. The
I
drug
mean,
lord that
that
you are.
too, but I need to get a bigger supply of the flowers
Opium.
first.
Opium.
That's right.
Opium. Yeah.
Well, isn't heroin an opioid?
Yes, but different processing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought heroin was made from opium.
Wait,
Well, like the
Cook,
powder
I
but-
told you I will give you the drug lesson in person, alright?
Fair enough.
I know you want to become a drug lord, and, now it's all over the internet, so now you're going to be watched by the police.
I mean,
Enjoy.
listen, I'll grow it right along my saffron.
There you go.
Let's also not forget he
Um,
wants to import the bacterial cheese.
No. Maggot cheese, not bacterial.
Sorry, the maggot cheese.
But
yes.
the old woman just continues to kind of stare at you a lot and kind of look from person to person as she kind of continues to, mess with their flowers here and there.
I think we just move on.
Move and go
Come
find the
on.
library.
How much?
Oh,
Sigrun will ask the woman, how much? And point at the flowers.
The woman just stares at you. Blankly.
I would try
Ah.
a and primordial in this case, but I don't think it's gonna
I
get
don't
anywhere.
have either of those. I'll ask again at Infernal. Maybe. Who knows?
The woman just continues to stare at you blankly.
That's it. Moving on.
I'll just offer out a gold piece and point at a flower again.
She
I wonder if
takes
they
the
speak
gold
Dwarvish.
piece and puts it in her pocket.
Am I given
Take
a
the flower?
flower?
Nope.
I reach for a flower.
Okay.
I take it, and if the woman stops me, I'll stop. But if she
No,
doesn't, Sigrun
just-
just happily holds.
She just watches your hand as you go to grab a flower and take one out of her lot and out of her little wheelbarrow. And as you pull it away, she just continues to stare at your hand, then looks up at you blankly.
Eat
Is
the
it the
flower.
same as Temidar's, or is it a
Yep,
different
they're all
flower
the same
I grab?
flowers. Yep.
Eat the
Nice.
flower.
Yeah, Sigrun just
Eat it.
like holds it and she just has it. I'm sure it's like very small in her giant hands, so she's like being very delicate with it. She's just like holding.
I'll run some chemical tests on the flowers later. This'll be fine.
I'm concerned that this is about to go very wrong.
Temedar's just
The old lady
not
just
looking
kind
at-
of watches you start to walk off.
She didn't like make a gesture for more coins, so yeah, Sigrun's just gonna follow the group while holding her flower.
Okay. As,
All right, in my inventory, what is pink flower? Yeah,
Sure.
Oh boy, where's this? This is gonna
flower.
I can. Something's something
Orc
wrong's gonna
plans-
happen because of this.
Orc plans are a drug den. Knew it.
Hey, it hasn't affected
know
me
what?
yet.
Orc settlements are a drug den. It's fine. I'll make money here.
That seems kind of racist to say that all orc dens are drug dens.
Oh, orc dens.
Okay, this one is. How's that?
I mean, I don't know that for sure. It's still kind of racist to say that this orc den's a drug den.
Oh man. All right.
Let's go.
As
We've
you
got flowers
head
in tow.
into the city, you see the many of the buildings are built out of a mixture of very simply created stone walls with jagged rocks that seem to almost be forced together, bone and a mixture of hide as well as some other mud and mixtures. However, each house seems to, instead of having a proper roof, has what looks to be some sort of garden where you can see them growing vegetables and such. And you can see orcs attending their roof gardens. Most of the houses around seem to be simply structured with just a single floor square, in which has a stairway on the side of the house that goes up to the upper area. Going through, you don't notice many orc merchants or shops. You get kind of the feeling that not many other races come through here, so a developed economy is not something that seems to be very commonplace here. As you make it to the center of the city, you can see to the far north of the city the castle itself, the stronghold itself it sits on. You can see that there's an inner walls with a rather large library, and from here you can tell the gates are open to go up there, following the northern road. To the to the east, is you can see seems to be more of the larger houses where they seem to be two stories instead of just one, and you can see a couple of unique looking buildings that look like almost small castles, built along the main road where small children seem to be coming out of, all orcish. You don't seem to see anything other than orcs from all around. Maybe the occasional orc if you are perceptive enough to notice, but the majority of the species here seems to be orcs, and it seems to be very quiet for a city besides the smell. Where would y'all like to go? Or what would you like to look for?
I guess first the library.
Up there.
Alright, is the whole party going together?
Yeah.
For now.
Okay.
I don't see a reason to wander off. Yeah.
As you lot continue to follow the northern road towards the castle itself, heading up towards where the inner walls are, a couple of orcs standing at the gates, and what looks to be where the previous were wearing simple leather and padded armor. These ones seem to be wearing breastplates, both carrying what looks to be stone halberds, and seem to be just kind of, a little more relaxed. You see normal people seem to be going in and out. Smiths, you see a few librarians, people's in robes. It's pretty obvious that the common folk are welcome on the castle grounds without hassle, given that means that this is probably a very peaceful city overall. As you lot walk up to the gate, though, the orcs kind of just stop and stare and look at you as if waiting for an explanation.
Could we pass?
The orc just kind of looks at you.
We're here to visit the library.
The orc continues to stare at you.
Are they blocking our path, like with the halberds?
Yeah, they seem to be standing in front of you, not letting you past.
I think there is a language barrier in this place.
Very bad language, very for us.
You
Does
guys speak
anyone-
Dwarvish?
Show
Anybody?
them. Show them a book.
Oh, I guess.
I do not.
Who has the pamphlet? Who has the pamphlet?
Tamidar was looking through it, so.
Tamidar, can you show them the pamphlet and point the library symbol?
Tamidar dead?
I think he is.
No, yeah, I pulled the pamphlet out and pointed the library symbol while showing them.
The orc looks down and in very, very slow, calm, and goes, "Book cave."
Yeah.
Book cave. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
He nods and points his halberd into the castle.
Excellent.
Both the guards seem to spread apart, letting you guys pass. A couple of the orcs kind of walking through eye you a lot up, but none really getting it close to you. As you pass through the central or the inner walls, which seem to be made of a more of a standardized stone, you can definitely tell these brick walls for the wall itself are made of properly carved and designed bricks. You also see that almost every brick in the castle inner walls seem to have a design of the sorts. Very simple and crude, but each individual one does. You'd guess in the thousands for how many were carved. As you lot look around the central inner fortress here, you see the large castle straight ahead of you that seems to be made of just, again, simple stone bricks layered on one after another. No gaudiness, no uniqueness. It seems to just be a simple square fortress with 3 towers, 2 at the front on either side and 1 at the back. You see the library beside it that seems to be an actual cave with books pushed into the walls. People seem to be walking about, though, and grabbing books off the shelves. And to the left side, you see the inner barracks, where it looks to be a little bit more ornate of a building. A couple of pillars here and there, some kings depicted in different types or in different colors of stone, using very simple stones, though. Yet again, the building itself still being made of just basic cobblestones and such.
So this used to be a dwarven city, right?
At one point, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
I definitely want to. I definitely want to go into that library. I want to see if there happens to be blueprints, maybe, to this castle.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in there and look for any books that would pique my interest, as well as possibly a book that may help us translate to orc.
Okay.
A little orc for dummies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, and I assume Sigrun, Pebble, and Lucius, you're just gonna follow along?
Yeah.
I'll
Looking for. Yes,
The Grin
Grin will
looking for
just look
combat
for
manuals.
anything of no, or just like kind of stand guard in the library. She's not gonna bother looking through books.
Okay. Pebble?
I want to help Tamidar find a book on Orcish. I don't like not being able to talk to people.
Okay. And then Lucius?
The pebble is not
Wow.
happy.
With Hawken looking for books with air quotes around it, I'm really just eyes and ears are peeled.
Okay.
If he's gotten a mission to kill somebody, I'd imagine somebody has one to kill him. So
Give me a perception check then, Lucius.
cool. That is a 23.
Okay. Give me a second.
Whenever I hear DM typing, it scares me.
As it should.
There you go. I think I spelled one of those words wrong, but you know, it's you get the picture. Okay. Okay. Just sorry, something confirming my vacuum cleaner is on its way. All right. So Sigrun kind of stops outside, kind of stand guard, watching alongside Lucius, who seems to be kind of just people watching. Not really showing much interest. The two of you kind of stand outside. Temidar and Pebble, you said you were gonna look for a book on Orcish. As the two of you start heading in, Temidar, Pebble, and Hawken notice that the cave goes deep underground. You don't see the end of it, and there's just shelves upon shelves of rock carved out with books on them, each with something written underneath them in Orcish, which Orcish, for the most part in these lands, seems to be just simply drawn figures with the occasional symbol of what looks to be some sort of language. But it's really hard to understand with the high intelligence of the party, surprisingly. But as you head in, Hawken, Temidar, and Pebble, one of the first things you note is a half-orc that seems to be very clearly Goliath mix, as they seem to be much taller and broader than the other orcs that seem to be walking around here. And they seem to be wearing just simple white leather shirts, a very simple belt, and then what looks to be the shirt going on, extending a little further, to almost as if a skirt styled. With very simple leather pants beneath them. But they seem to be the most well-dressed and well-organized as they walk around, being a grayish color rather than the traditional, more greenish and deep greenish of this group. The half-orc, kind of noting you lot, being kind of sticking out like a sore thumb, comes over to you, Temidar, Pebble, and Hawk in your little group, and in Orcish begins to grunt at you lot.
Common, perhaps?
We don't speak Orcish very much.
Do you orc?
No.
The creature kind of turns around, grabs something off a shelf, hands it to you lot, and then puts their fingers over the symbols and says, "Read."
Temidar is going to look at the book and read it.
Yeah,
It
alright,
is
let's take a look.
a book for children on Orcish. It is a very, very simple book with different symbols designed and big drawings all over. It's also been slightly colored on with what looks to be some sort of waxy material.
Oh, yeah.
It has been very well used.
All right, let's take a few minutes and look through this and see if we can learn at least
Yeah,
basic
let's give this a gander.
All right, Temidar, Pebble, and Hawking, give me an intelligence check.
Hey, that's a 16.
Fuck. That was a 20 and it rolled to a 4. Well, I'm not picking up any language.
17.
So Hawken is the only one who barely manages to get to the DC. Hawken, you understand very, very basic Orcish now. Speaking it still beyond you, but if someone spoke slowly to you, you feel you'd be able to pick it up.
Okay. Should I just add Orcish, but just know that I can't understand it very well?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, cool.
The half-orc kind of looks down at you lot and then starts speaking in Giant. Do any of you actually know Giant?
I know Giant.
Perfect. The half-orc
I'm not there.
looks down at you and then Giant goes, "You lot here for something?"
Yes. Yes, we are.
It nods and goes, "Not speak orc."
No.
Temidar is still reading the book, trying to learn Orcish. He was so close.
Temidar, it's just so simple for you, my man.
He's gonna take his time and over the next hour figure this out. God damn it, he's gonna learn this.
The half orc looks at you, Pebble, and goes, "You need what?"
I'm gonna look to Hawken first. Hey, what are you looking for? I speak a language he does.
Let's just plans for the castle?
Okay. My friend is looking for the old plans of the castle layout.
Castle. Yeah, or the half-orc kind of looks at you with like questioning eyes.
Big building for leaders.
And the half-orc looks to Hawken and then frames his hands in like a square. And just looks at Hawken, waiting for an answer, as if he...
Hawken, I don't know what they call it, but it's not called a castle. So he's trying to figure it out.
Yeah, the big stone building next to us.
Like a.
Can I just point in the direction and just say stone building?
Half-orc looks over and goes, stone armor.
Yes.
He nods and goes, layout. It thinks for a second.
Drawing? Showing what it is?
He looks at Temidor and starts, looks at him with a questioning and side glance, not really understanding at all what you're saying.
Thing that shows all the rooms in the stone armory.
He nods and just takes a stick out of his side pocket and starts drawing in the dirt.
You know that works.
Turner goes back to trying to learn Orcish.
He starts designing. It's a very simple square system. Let me pull it up.
Minecraft.
No, surprisingly.
You said simple square system. I was making a good joke, I thought. Damn.
Minecraft is cubes, Cameron.
Who thought, out of all people, the Pebble, who talks like a wrestler, would be the translator here?
Also, wait, hold up. You're making the argument it's cubes, really?
Yeah.
Really, Cook?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Cook, we're gonna have a long discussion about how your day job's treating you.
Shapes. We're gonna have a talk about shapes?
Basically.
I like shapes.
So
We're gonna
he
teach the
draws
orc shapes
out, and he gets a 35 in his performance for his artistic abilities, and draws this to perfect detail.
Holy shit!
Right.
This man! Someone get a picture of this. He deserves it.
And he just kind of looks up at you lot and then looks down at it and says, "Rooms," in very, very broken common.
No, I'm gonna pay this man 10 gold for that. That's fucking phenomenal.
He takes your gold and looks at it and goes, "Shiny rocks."
I'll say in giant other race way of saying thank you.
Oh, and he looks at Pebble and smiles, and then kind of reaches into a little bag in his at his side and pulls out. Give me a second.
Hunter Grumpy is asking if you're good with shades.
I saw it. I'm not gonna answer his question.
You don't want to answer his question?
I'm not gonna answer his question. He can. It'll be a mystery.
I kind of want to know where this conversation would go, though.
So yeah, he pulls out this little ring, or this kind of here. Let me pull up the proper description of it. A simple ring with a couple like little iron chain bands and a silver gemstone in the center of it, and he hands it to Hawken, and goes, "Gift in common."
Oh boy, I guess I'll have to take it. I don't want to insult the man.
Yep.
And he kind of nods up and down.
What is it?
It's a ring of free action.
Oh shit!
Cook just got a fucking great item.
Woo!
Yo, he got any spares?
Hammer still studying the book, trying to learn this. God damn it!
The half-orc kind of looks back at Pebble and goes, "You need meet someone in stone armor?"
I'll translate that to Hawken. He's asking if you need to meet anyone in the stone armor area, which I'll point is like, and by the way, the big building's called stone armor.
We do need to meet up with the orc prince.
You may
Okay.
also, since you can talk to him, ask about laws around duels or competitive killing.
Companion needs to meet with Prince.
Prince. It
Hope
says
that's
back in
proper.
it says back in giantish with looking questioningly.
Son of leader.
My throne?
Young son of leader. Yeah.
It kind of pauses and looks back down at the dirt for a second at its drawing and looks back up and goes and shrugs its shoulders.
Hmm.
Son of war boss.
Son of chieftain?
Yeah, chieftain's son.
I'll try Chieftain's son. I don't know. Can I roll to see what they call their leader in the orc clan?
Sure, go ahead and give me a history check.
My history's not very good, but I gotta try. Oh, that's a 20.
Yeah, orcs call their leaders kings and queens.
Okay, that's simple.
But they don't use
son
terms for heirs and such.
Perfect.
Son of king.
Son of king. Son of king.
Half orc kind of looks at you and goes, "No king." And shakes his head.
No king. No king.
No
Queen.
king.
Queen.
Queen, and it nods,
Son of
and like looks at Hawkins, slams him on the shoulder, and goes, "Queen," and nods it again.
I completely forgot they have a queen, not a king, because we talked about this before.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to kill the son of a queen.
Oh,
all
and
right.
Hunter, feel lucky that the queen likes having sex with dwarves. Luckily, none of us are dwarves.
Oh, good thing I'm not gonna be speaking dwarves to anyone anytime soon here.
They're not.
I don't want to be mistaken for some very tall dwarf.
Yeah, don't do that.
The half orc
Oh,
kind of
it's chaos
looks
that
at
cause.
Pebble and goes, "Here for meeting with Queen."
Queen's son.
Friend want to meet with Queen's son.
Which Queen's son? 3.
Oh no.
Isn't it the oldest?
Is there one here?
Hawken, were you told? Well, I'm gonna be like, so Hawken, do you have to kill, or do you have to meet with a specific, or like, because there's 3 of them.
Bro, I was just. Oh, so the oldest.
Oh, eldest son.
First son.
Yeah, first one born.
Orc. And he looks at you.
Is,
All I heard was orc.
Orc, and it nods again.
Firstborn.
is Orc the first?
Orc, and he nods again.
I'll just go with it. Yeah, sure.
I guess it's just an
Yes.
orc.
Orc, it looks at you and tries to speak in common once again to Hawk and goes, "Orc, and it points to the big square where the castle is.
Okay, he is in the castle.
The half orc turned back to Pebble and looks confused.
He within?
He
inside.
in stone armor?
The half orc turns to Hawk and nods.
There you go.
Right. Thumbs up.
I'm gonna.
I'll toss him another 10 coins.
He
It's a gift.
kind of takes the gold coins, looks at it, and looks back at the Pebble in confusion.
Just thank you again. It's more.
When someone helps another person, we give gold to say thank
You give gold for thank you.
you. Mm-hmm.
For useful information.
Well,
When helpful.
He looks at the gold and kind of puts it away and just nods and goes, okay, and turns and starts to walk on back into the cave.
that works.
All right.
You know,
Think it was worth
I just realized why he said orc, because I believe her sons aren't full orc, because they had a dwarven father, if I remember right. I know
I
she
mean,
had
that makes
six
sense.
dwarf kids, yeah.
All right. Well,
Still reading this fucking book.
Still reading the book. He's trying.
Just-
man.
read it later. We got a job to do.
I'll read it as we walk.
I guess we're gonna go back out and meet with Sigrun. And...
As you lot come back out, Sigrun and Lucius could hear most of this conversation. You guys weren't far
could
into the
we?
cave, and it just and there's no walls or doors to the cave. It's just a cave. Yeah.
Temnar comes out
That-
looking at a fucking children's book.
I'm still very curious on who this ranger that's still within this ring of mind shielding. He's still in there.
Mhm.
He's just chilling.
Luckily, that man spoke the amazing language of the giants.
Ah, yes, I caught little bits and pieces from the echo. I'm very glad they, speak something we can.
You know, we learned that they called their castle stone armor. It's intriguing.
That makes sense. It is armored and made of stone.
Simple
Yeah,
to the point.
from what I've heard, a couple of the orcs over there saying that's they call it the Burnside Fort as well.
Mm.
Burnside Fort. Interesting name.
You understand
Eldest
Orcish?
Prince was- no, there was some orcs somewhere over there speaking in common.
Ah, okay.
You hear in the distance an orc speak in common. Yes, I too know how to narrate. What you don't know is that
Oh my
poor
God.
orc was cursed with a very terrible spell in which he has to narrate every one of his thoughts in common.
I love it.
We should go talk to that man.
You wanna go talk?
Oh.
And so Ragnar the orc had to state to the random party across the way that he knew how to speak common and that he was cursed.
Could you imagine thinking about talking shit about someone in your head and having to narrate it out loud?
Ragnar the Orc
He's just gotta hope
debated
people don't.
Yeah.
on killing the
Alright.
people across the way. They stunk worse than shit, and their fathers smelled of elderberries.
All right.
You
So,
could have actually
are
done the
we-
full reference.
Going to find this person to kill, or are we going to do other stuff first?
One, keep your voice down. Two, yes.
They don't speak common, but okay.
Obviously,
The
someone
half orc you suddenly notice standing behind the party and still somewhat in the cave, just staring at you lot.
Alright, let's get a move on. I swear to God.
Ah, you are stealthy! And then thieves can't go. Are you also roguish?
Suddenly, in Thieves' Cant, you hear it speak, "Yes, and I know everything." And he turns and walks back into the cave.
You just see Sigrun have a shocked expression, like the fucking
Once
like this.
again, once again, my plans are crumbling before my eyes.
Hey, he seems chill.
Are we gonna
seems
kill
chill.
the prince?
I didn't say the prince. I said, are we gonna kill the person, or are we gonna do something else first? She never said prince. She said person.
Now they know we're here to kill somebody.
I'm gonna fucking.
You know, the
No
best
one
part
told
is
Sigrun that there was supposed to be discretion.
this creature has this character has a 20 in intelligence, fully speaks common.
You know,
You just
I'm gonna
wanna
go
make
ahead
them
and
feel
use
stupid.
all 4 of my charges of emboldening bonds, so
Uh huh.
everybody gets a D4 to just about anything.
Oh, okay. So basically,
Oh,
inspiration. All right.
Woo! How long does it
Still
last?
trying to
Um,
learn Orcish
It's
from
10
a
minutes
children's
or
book.
until used again. You gotta stay
Nice.
within 30 feet of each other.
You know what? Because of that, Temenar, go ahead and roll again. See if suddenly the boost in intelligence will grow your ability to understand Orcish.
Roll the d20 and then roll a d4.
Hello?
It's your intelligence plus 4. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What's up, Maya? You good?
Yeah, no, this is an 8 at most.
Suddenly,
Even worse.
somehow, the Orcish really just escapes even further.
Can
You've
I-
been staring at it
can
for
I-
so long.
I'm holding the book up and putting it away. I'm upset with
Can I
myself.
try?
right now. I passed the book to the pebble.
All right, Pebble, go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
Ah. I want Sigrun to try this. I swear, Sigrun's the one to succeed.
So that's a 14 without the add-on of emboldening bonds.
So that'd be an 18. Yeah, you suddenly know, you understand Orcish.
Yeah!
Let me look at that. It has
Okay.
pictures,
I'll go.
right? I want to look at this. It's an intelligence check, right?
Yeah, intelligence check plus an extra 4.
A D4.
A D4, yeah.
1 minus 1, a 0.
Suddenly, somehow you've gained the ability to never learn Orcish. It's permanently beyond you, Sigrun.
Even if I add the D4.
Yep, it is permanently beyond your capabilities.
Sigrun just like you see Sigrun stare at the book and it just like
Quiggles.
eyes go cross-eyed like like in a trance, just like these aren't even words.
This isn't real language.
It's
This
fucking
is
hieroglyphs.
these are fake. This is fake.
As you lot stand in the middle of the courtyard, Sigrun having an aneurysm, staring at the pictures in the book.
Sigrun, put the book away before you hurt yourself.
A light trickle of blood running out of
Captain, where are
Sigrun's
we going?
nose.
We're going into the castle.
Okay. Into the
The stone
I'm
armor.
taking-
As
I'm taking the book back and putting it in my other items at this point.
okay,
Good.
as you head up to the little castle bridge, no, that's why it has to be. It's such a high DC is because it's so simple. For for the commenters in the back, who aren't commenting on my video like decent people would to make sure to get more traction. Oh man, the disrespect. But yeah. So, as you walk up to there, you see the two guards, this time in full plate. Their plate seems to glow slightly with magic. And both carrying what looks to be swords and tower shields. One of the guards kind of comes over, and this orc seems to be almost a reddish, slight color to it. And he kind of stands up and walks up, and in very broken common goes, "No Nords."
Oh, I so want to say there are no Nords here, just a human and a tall dwarf. I am tempted.
It would get us in.
Hold on, I have a brilliant idea. I might fail because I don't have a good deception, but it might just work.
I have a +8 with advantage. What's the plan?
An orc, I'm gonna point to myself and be like, tall dwarf.
Oh no! The queen's gonna come over here.
Go ahead and roll a deception check.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm clearly not a Nord, so Sigrun's not worried about
it's a 13.
herself.
I mean, you can add that D4 to it as well.
Oh, and the D4, yeah, I'll roll that.
Get a 4.
So that's a 4. So
17.
now that 13 turns to a 14.
Damn.
That's fine. He got a 7. He looks at you and goes, dwarf, fair, one moment. And he turns and starts whispering to the other orc in Orcish.
Hunter, I think you've made a terrible mistake.
I might have. Let's see what happens.
Should have said
Pebble?
half dwarf.
Pebble, since you learned Orcish, give me a perception check at disadvantage to see if you can pick up what they're
don't worry,
saying.
my perception is +0. Don't worry.
Can I also
I
roll
believe
perception
you.
because I
Holy
also can speak orc? No?
No,
oh,
this
Oh my
shit.
god.
They're talking too fast.
You got a 20.
Okay, I'll, let me PM you.
2 nat 20s?
I doubled that 20 on disadvantage.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Nice got to
Man,
decide
crit
it.
confirmed
Must-
language.
The Pebble's
It's
ears have increased by a size of like 2 inches.
Can he just get a permanent +1 to perception for that, please?
Nah.
That'd be fucking amazing.
I win.
That's just all the luck for a coming fight, maybe.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry.
Look,
None
if
of us.
it's my luck, that's fine, because I'm crit immune, so it's not as bad.
Yeah.
I
I'm
have
not
to say
gonna
this.
cut my head off.
It could also be if one of us rolls a nat 1, we can blame it on that now.
I'm gonna DM very close.
You mean like the net
I like
one I
the-
rolled just a minute ago?
Hold on. I'd like to lean very close to Hawken, and just in common, they're gonna try to capture you. The queen wants a new concubine. I'd run if I were you.
If they're gonna try to capture me, they will die.
Suddenly, as you two are talking, you suddenly hear the half-orc come up behind you, and speaking very clean and easy orcish, Pebble, that you fully managed to catch on to. Hawken, you catch bits and bobs, you get the general gist of it, not the details though. And the half-orc goes, "These are my friends, they will see the prince now, and you will not stop them." And both the orcs seem to come to attention and kind of look at each other and nod and open up the gates. As the half-orc
Hi.
kind of taps Sigrun on the back and goes, friend, and turns around and walks off.
Friend.
I give that orc a
That
thumbs up.
guy.
I give the half orc a
I love
thumbs up.
that guy.
All right,
I've
and
seen
your
him
thumbs
once
up.
before. He's
Yeah,
very
let's-
cool.
let's go in. No time to waste.
All right, let's rock and roll.
Yeah, let's do
Sigrid
it.
gives him
I-
a wave as she follows the group.
Part of me is questioning out of character why he's helping us if he knows we're here to kill somebody, but you know what? His prerogatives are his
It'll
own.
tell
Hey, hey, listen, we don't worry about that.
Did
We
the
already-
parties?
He's
the
got his
party,
own missions.
The party
We got
didn't
ours.
hear the thieves. The guy walk off after Sigrun said something out loud, right?
Yeah, they heard you say something. They did, and they heard him say something. They did not make out what it was.
Yeah, because Steve's kind of very
Yeah.
jumbled and weird.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah, little Tibby fell down the well could mean we're robbing the tavern at noon. Whatever.
So Sigrun
The
just said a bunch of
horses are peculiar in the afternoon.
those two just said a bunch of random words in common that made no sense together and walked away.
And now we're best friends now.
Sigrun, you suddenly feel like a piece of something
Oh.
slide into the palm of your hand as you lot enter into the
Oh.
castle itself, the stone armor.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll read it as we walk. She's holding. I assume it's a smaller piece of paper, so she's like holding it up close to her face and squinting to read it.
To the rest of you with your passive perception above a 15, which I know there's a couple of you, you manage to see
Yo.
a simple list that says groceries needed. Carrots, bread, milk from cow down street, not milk from cow next door. And that's all it reads.
Can
Mm.
I roll?
Love it.
Yeah.
That's definitely thieves' camp, but too bad I don't know what that means.
Sigrid's studying this list very, very seriously
It's
as
a-
we're walking. Like,
It's either a steal list from this keep or a kill list.
mm.
I hope
Guys, oh no, we have to do grocery shopping. She taps the list.
okay.
Is it the same type
Nice.
of grocery shopping my mother had to do?
Yes. In fact, your mother's probably seen a list like this before.
I'll help you out then. Just tell me when to make the
Oh,
distraction.
Nice.
Shockingly, as a paladin, I have really good sleight of hand.
As,
I can't wait.
as you lot enter into the initial room, a couple of guards look at you a lot and kind of nod and start to pull out or start to write down your general appearances and put down in their documents. One of the orcs,
So-
speaking in very slow common, goes, "You visitor."
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
In Orcish, can I say yes?
The orc looks at you and goes, "Oh, thank God. I hate speaking commoners." The orc looks up at you, Pebble, and goes, "Can you translate for the rest of them?"
Sure.
Good. Basically, you've been a favor's been asked, and you've been allowed to around the castle keep. You'll be under watchful eyes while the three princes are here in the castle themselves. If you are determined to be a danger at all, you will be stopped at any time. Your rights have been waived as you've entered the castle." And he looks at you a lot and goes, "Besides that, enjoy yourselves, and if you need an audience with the princes, you can make a request. At the central portion of the building, there will be some sort of steward or clerical person there to assist."
Simple enough. Alright. And I will, in common, translate that to the rest of the party.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Alright.
Define threat, because I feel like I'm usually threatening by default. But
I'd assume,
That is just-
I'd assume drawing your weapon or something similar.
Temidar looks
oh,
at
I
his
can't
gauntlet.
show off my weapon, but I love comparing weapons with people.
I assume it'll be okay
Okay.
if they ask first.
Or
Okay.
if you ask first.
Man, I love it
Okay.
when people, Grumpy, you should definitely start typing in the stream.
Is he PMing you now?
No, he's still typing in chat.
As you lot enter into the keep, you find yourselves with a doorway in front of you and two hallways to either side of you. A couple doorways down the hall, signifying other rooms that you could go into. Where would you lot like to go?
I guess we go to the center to request audience with the eldest prince.
Okay.
Well, Okay, yeah, sure. As long as we get a moment to talk about the grocery list.
I mean, if they're,
Uh,
I mean, we're under constant surveillance right now. All right.
You suddenly hear a whisper in Orcish of a grunt next to you, Hawken.
Yep. What does he say?
You just hear yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are indeed under surveillance. Thank you.
So we can talk about our grocery list later. We don't need to do that now.
Okay.
As
I
you
understand.
open up to the doors, the pews set out. The central little hallway, if you will, has a nice little simple green rug that you realize is immediately just woven out of grass and falls apart as your boots touch it. You notice the floor underneath is still very like dirt, and that the cobblestones have all been kind of pushed up as time has gone on.
Can I try and walk gently enough across it that I don't damage it?
Sure. Wasn't
Acrobatic?
expecting. Yeah, why not?
Dude, I weigh 300 plus pounds. I ain't trying to. Not
That's a
damage it.
15. I don't think that's gonna clear that.
Nope.
That thing seems so fragile.
But as you try to tiptoe
Don't
through
forget your
it,
D4.
oh yeah, don't forget your D4. There you go. You can add that.
Okay, so 15 plus. That's a 16. I still don't think that cleared it.
One less blade of grass is removed from the rug.
Excellent.
I'm trying here. I'm trying to be respectful.
As you all watch as Temnor starts tiptoeing, they're still failing to help with the rug, but trying. As you lot enter into this wide room, though, at the center you see a pedestal with a simple display case of an orb and what looks to be a kind of like a orc with simple glasses on his eyes, little like gold chains coming off, wearing purple robes. He gives off kind of the depiction of some sort of holy man, as you kind of get a vibe from him. Carrying what you notice immediately under his robes. Actually, does anybody have a passive perception over 18?
I do.
No.
I'm at 17 currently, so no.
Okay.
I have a 19.
Hawken, you notice underneath as the door opens, just for a moment you get a slight glimpse. This holy man is wearing scale mail made from silver dragon scales. And you also note the crossbow seems to on his side underneath the robes.
I'm almost his twin.
He seems to be somewhat of a holy man, as you can see a simple symbol on his chest. But the symbol seems to have been almost as if it's been kind of rubbed out or melted slightly. As you lot walk up, and he kind of looks at you a lot and starts speaking immediately in a foreign language I don't think any of you know.
If it's abyssal, draconic, or primordial, I speak it.
It is not.
If it's celestial, I know it.
Is it Thieves' Cant?
No. It is Loxodon.
I speak
Wow.
Loxodon.
I
speak
don't.
Loxodon.
He speaks Loxodon?
He begins to speak Loxodon out loud to you lot and looking at it goes, "How may I help you today?" As he looks to each of you.
I swear to
I didn't think
God.
I'd find anyone that speaks Loxodon here. Hey!
He looks at the Pebble and goes, another well-educated. It's always helpful to assist in figuring out who the group party leaders of adventures is, to see who the most educated is.
If we would have been
Well,
here in 4 more
I'll put a
levels,
hand
I would
on
have been
Hawken's
able to
shoulder.
speak all languages.
My friend here is trying to meet with the eldest, well, they're called princes in other ones, but not here. The eldest son of the queen. We were
Oh,
told we could request a meeting here.
he looks at you and he goes, "Does your friend not only speak common?"
I speak many languages.
He speaks a lot of languages. I think he picked up very simple Orcish when we got here.
He
Elvish.
He looks
Dwarvish,
to the rest of the
Celestial.
party as Hawkins starts listing off languages and goes, "Did the rest of you at least speak common?"
Yes.
Yes.
Nope.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Perfect. You're intelligent enough. I appreciate that. Your friend here told me that you're looking to meet with the princes or the eldest prince.
The eldest prince is who I'm looking for, yes.
He nods and goes, Well, currently Prince Orc is not available. He's in his private chambers currently. But he should be available within the hour. I can arrange a meal with him. It will be, of course, here set in the castle, as you lot say in common. Would that be within acceptable means?
Sure. Also, I do have questions for you.
He nods and goes, "Yes, may I be? How may I be of assistance?"
My buddy Teminar was trying to ask some orcs earlier, but the communication was hard. He was wondering about dueling laws within orc society.
Dueling laws are based on blood right. Typically, while it is acceptable to duel, you may name those to stand beside you, in which case up to 2 partners are allowed per battle, unless both parties agree to a singular duel. However, it's very rare, as orcs are much more believers of the brotherhood concept. We are strong in our beliefs of standing together.
Outside of game, I can just imagine it's like, it's like apes strong together, but it's orcs strong together.
Kind of, yeah.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
They've been fighting the dwarves, who are intelligently superior than them for a long time, have managed to conquer this much territory for themselves. Almost all orc cities used to be dwarvish. So,
Yeah, all right. That's
good.
That's
to know.
understandable.
I'm just generally curious, so they tend to be more of a traveling merchant type, and occasionally scuffles in a tavern lead to a duel, and I wanted to be sure if that happened while I was here, I knew the laws.
He looks at you and goes, "To each their own as far as the laws go. The individual orc may not be as satisfactory, especially in our own territories. Outside in the world, they're more likely to be willing to accept one-on-one, but here in the homeland, we orcs are prideful of our own people. It is how we've managed to stand strong."
All right.
Seven will nod. Understandingly, even though his race is nearly extinct, from his knowledge.
He goes, if there's no other questions, will that be it of your audience?"
Yeah, a nice meal with the prince would be acceptable. I'd like to talk to him.
He nods and goes, "Sounds good. He will be available within by the evening. You lot have a few hours to enjoy the town. Feel free to explore. While orc cuisine is not to the most highest palates, we here do pride ourselves on our rudimentary meat cooking and smoking. If you like different kinds of monster meats, you will find it here. The drink can be weak, but if you ask for the double distilled stuff, you'll get the stronger product. It'll get you plenty drunk."
Yo, just out of game. Sigrun, this is our kind of place for food, apparently.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to kill this guy.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I mean, I have a tasteless powder apparently.
Well, I mean, at that point, it's just determining on how we're gonna get to him. If we're gonna go that route, how am I gonna sneak off when we're on constant surveillance?
As you think this, suddenly you hear the voice to your side, and Orcish go, "Yes, you are," and disappear again.
It's just, what the hell?
Something wrong,
Well,
Hunkin?
I'm gonna try and pick up some of this Orcish from a book I got from the library, so that I can look through the library some more.
Damn, would it give him a lower DC if someone who knew it tried to teach him? So if I try to teach him basic Arcane,
Maybe.
would it help?
You don't
I can
know.
try.
You don't know.
Sigrun, what languages do you know?
Oh, what languages do I speak? I
Yeah.
speak fairly good at Common, fully proficient in Giant. I know enough of Infernal, and then Thieves' Cant, of course, I am proficient in.
I speak all of Maya's languages except for Thieves' Cant.
I
We have
speak
very
Central
similar
Draconic
sense.
and Common.
Oh,
But
so
then-
is it the end? Is it? Yeah. All right. I guess. I do actually want to ask the priest. What does that symbol represent?
He looks at you and goes, "Our gods were lost to the world recently, and due to that, no gods are recognized. All abilities of the divine sort are brought to you by the people now."
Oh.
Oh no, it really is
Interesting.
just a clan of Daka's people. Oh no.
No, I think these are orcs with a C, right? Not orcs with a K.
No, these are orcs with a K.
Oh, really? These are the orcs with a K.
These
All
are not
right.
monster orcs, though.
If they believe it hard enough, does it come true?
You don't know. You don't know much about this race.
Well, also Daka's the monster version of these guys, which is a little different.
Hmm
Mhm.
That would be considered a primal orc.
All right. Hmm.
And I just want to put up my amulet because I technically have always just says no on it.
Either that, or I could spend some time just working on some potions.
The priest continues to just stare at you a lot.
Well,
Well, if that's all, we've yours to explore.
Yeah.
yep, let's...
Maybe I should expand the knowledge of my god of people. Maybe.
You hear an orc whisper in your ear, an orcish say, "No,"
No.
and disappears again.
Wait, DM, does that mean they're all the same oath as me? Are we all oathless here?
You don't know.
Well, technically, because it's not from my people.
Well, I mean, a paladin's oath doesn't exactly mean they're tied to a god. It's just they're making an oath.
Well, the point of oathless is that I have no oath to anything. So I don't have-
Cameron's
Yeah.
just gonna start walking out of the room now, because
Yeah.
the priest is getting annoyed with them. And as he leaves, Cameron's going to thank him.
Adventure around the city.
I want to see the kitchens.
Yeah.
The kitchens might be. The kitchens
Okay.
are interesting.
Again, and we need to go over the grocery list.
Yeah. I'll be there.
The priest kind of waves you lot as the guards open the door once again and usher you lot through.
Sigrun, we can go over the list as we walk. Let's go.
Okay.
Hawken, are you trying to stealth off into the kitchens of this place?
I do want to go see what the kitchens look like.
Okay.
I'll do it. I mean,
Go for it.
Do you need a stealth? Can
Go
you just
for it.
like go in the kitchens?
I do want to ask if I can go see the kitchens.
You're gonna
Oh,
ask the priest?
Yeah.
He's just gonna look at you and go,
Hungry
"No."
boy.
No, why not?
He looks you for it, just kind of like tilts his head just with the most annoyed look. Goes, "Are you stupid?
No.
Possibly.
Who? Have you heard of
Trick
the master
question.
assassins in this world that keep poisoning people? Who lets a stranger into the kitchen of the local lord?
I mean, that's fair, but I don't do poison.
I don't know you from anybody else."
He has
I
a
guess-
peanut allergy. He's just making sure the dinner will be safe.
We will adjust the meals as he looks at Lucius.
Guys, come on. We don't really need to worry about the kitchens.
On another
I don't
note,
think.
do you know any cooking instructors in town? I want to learn other species.
Who the hell's following me? That's what I'm curious about.
The voice appears. No one.
No.
I'm
I can
in
just
your
imagine.
head.
I can. I mean, it's very. Actually, I don't think anything can get in my head because
Correct.
of the ring of mind shielding.
Not literally in your head, but they can start whispering next to you constantly.
Yeah, they can. So that's
Mhm.
what I'm curious about. Unless it is the ranger in my head just fucking with me.
No.
You don't know. The priest kind of continues to stare at you a lot as he's waiting for you to finally
Yeah.
just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk out with Sigrun.
Cameron left.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sigrun will drag Hawken if needed.
Mm. No, I'm going.
Priest kind of
Come-
eyes you a
come-
lot
come.
as you walk off.
It's not like I'm an assassin or anything.
Always watching you, Hawken. Always watching.
As you lot
Always.
exit the castle, back into the general common area of the inner fortress, the half-orc Goliath comes walking up again, and Thieves' Cant speaks to Sigrun and goes, "Grocery list?"
Oh. Yes, she's replying in Thieves' Cant. I'm trying to get the time to tell my party members. They want to go see the kitchen. I don't know what they're doing. I'm on it.
And he
she
looks
gives, like, a
at
thumbs
you
up.
and goes, "Kitchens?" And he kind of grabs something out of his pocket, walks up to Sigrun, smacks her hand, clasps it, and shakes it really heartily. Looks over at
Yep.
Hawkins, speaking a very simple comment, and goes, "Future king, And he nods to Hawken and turns and walks back to the library.
Oh no.
Sigrun gives a thumbs up, and she looks at her hand. Is there anything new in it?
There is a map and with an arrow on
Oh.
a window to the kitchen in the back, as well as the blueprints to the cellars beneath the fortress.
Well, I'll say.
So
And while we figure out the grocery list.
I was
All
gonna
right,
say,
hand it over.
and Sigrun looks at it and she's like, "Oh, I got the map to the grocery store," and she like gestures
can I-
for Hawken to take it.
Oh, I'll take the. I'll take the.
So
list.
that
I'll
is the
take map.
chef, and the chef says if we get 3 ingredients instead of the 1 we came to get, he will owe us a favor, I believe. He will help us with what we need. And she like she looks to Hawken to see if he like registers what.
How about you just write what you want to tell me on the paper, and I'll take the paper.
I don't have. You think I have writing utensils on me?
Well, you don't have a
Temidor
piece of
slowly
charcoal on you?
passes Over,
No, who just keeps
piece of-
charcoal?
And she
Temidor slowly pulls a piece of charcoal out of his bag.
You well, yes, Temidar, you of all people would keep charcoal. And she takes
Okay.
and on the back she will write, and I guess I'll just post in the chat, but for Hawkins' eyes, this is what was written in The Thieves' Cant. She looks at Hawkins very pointedly as she points
Yep,
at
piece
the
of paper.
3 princes part.
Well, that works.
If I spot this message, I'm gonna look and be like, "Hey, you
Oh.
may want to eat that."
Okay. She eats it.
A couple of the orc guards kind of come over. You guys are just kind of standing in the center of the inner fortress. One of them, speaking very
Nom,
broken,
nom, nom.
common, looks at Sigrun and goes, "Food."
Scrofate tradition.
Or the orc guard nods and goes, "Along," and he points to the gate to exit the common area to the city.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thumbs up. She'll walk to the gate.
Yep.
He gives 2 thumbs ups and kind of turns and walks back to the station.
Temidor nods at him and follows
Hell
along.
yeah.
Okay.
I love these people.
Yeah.
Okay, Temidor's gonna look at her and be like, "Okay, what I can do is, 1, try and secure a place for us to rest, whether that be a camp outside the castle, outside of the walls of the place, or whatever, and try and make up some potions that may assist, or I can sit here and try and learn Orcish, even though I feel like I'm getting nowhere with it."
Up to you. I will say, if we're planning to go the food route, I still have like 15 of those highly poisonous berries that only I have been able to eat so far.
Oh, hey, I'll take a few of those.
Okay, she'll pass you 5.
As you are
5
kind of,
red berries.
Okay.
as you are just kind of walking down the main road, as you're discussing and whispering amongst each other, you see the old lady with the little wheelbarrow. Off in the distance, seems to turn the block and seems to look over at you lot. Waves for a minute and then goes back to doing her job.
I give her
Ah,
a small wave.
I
as
wave
well.
back.
Hey, you could talk to her now, probably.
I could
Actually-
not.
I mean,
could-
well, yeah, you could.
That's what
Well,
we're doing.
on top of that,
Ask her what the flowers are.
Yeah, go ahead.
Also, Hawken, if it does
Hmm.
help, I've not put it to use. I do have 2 vials of drow poison.
Drown poison. I'll.
Not the
Okay.
alcohol, the actual kind.
Yeah, sure. I'll. If you want to give me those, I'll take them.
I have some.
I will
basic
give you
poison that
1
I've made.
vial for now.
One
the old
vial.
lady kind of starts wheeling her wheelbarrow down the street and
Yeah.
comes up and looks over at the party and goes, speaking in very easy or very slow orcish, goes, "You lot understand now?"
Yes.
She looks up and
Temidor
smiles.
No.
points at the table and says, in common, slowly says, "He does."
The lady kind of smiles and
Sigrun
goes,
stares blankly.
"How much?" As she looks at Pebble and says, "How much?" And she starts pointing at Lucius. "You sell."
Ah.
I want him. One of my daughters would like to have him.
Why
I'm
is
gonna-
this lady pointing at me?
I'm gonna look to Lucius and be like, she wants to buy you for her daughter?
Not the first time I've heard that.
This is sadly true.
I guess I'll just tell her, he's not mine?
The old lady goes, "You speak Orc?
Yes, I do.
No one else speaks Orc."
I'll point to Hawken. Very
You turn
simply.
around to point, Hawkins gone.
Oh, Hawken got.
Hmm.
Oh, he left. Of the people here now, yes.
She go, "You owner, me buy."
Not currently for sale.
And she pats Lucius on the ass and goes, "Strong." Me offer 4 flowers.
What are the flowers anyway? What are they?
She looks at you and goes, "Blessings from God."
Oh.
Yes.
Aren't the gods dead?
The flowers that supposedly when a god falls, they are created in the patch. As she suddenly starts speaking very easy Orcish. You see she kind of moves her mouth around for a little bit, and you hear the clacking of her teeth as they click into place properly. And she goes, "Yes, flowers of God. Where a god falls and dies, they supposedly glow, and they're supposed to grant good luck, good fortune, and supposedly a safety from death."
Interesting. But yeah, I don't own him. The other guy who speaks Orcish does. Technically, as far as I know.
She smacks Lucius on the ass again and goes, 3 coins.
God.
Damn, Lucius only worth 3
Lucius,
gold.
this little orc lady just keeps smacking you on the ass and shouting something at the pebble.
I'm gonna speak in
Menar's
common
gonna
with
look at
She has-
Lucius.
She has offered 3 coins to buy you for her daughter. And she's very insistent that I'm your owner.
I don't see it's a good deal even if Lucius did agree.
At least we know she likes you, but I mean, 3 coins, that's for a slave, that isn't shit.
The answer is no.
Yeah, no. Sorry, this one's too useful, not for sale.
She looks at you and goes, "Change your mind." She pulls out a little crystal and hands it to you.
I'll take the
I'm
crystal.
going to slap that bitch to the ground.
Not mine.
No, no.
You know what? All right,
We might
Pebble,
need
give me a
flowers.
sleight of hand check. Lucius, give me an initiative check to see if you get it.
Initiative. Do I get it at advantage?
Sure, why not?
26.
You have to beat a 26, though.
I did not. Don't
Okay.
worry about it.
As you go to swat it out of his hand, and Pebble seems to like grasp it and move his hand away quickly.
This 7'2" guy with huge muscles just swings his hand really fast.
It's the
This
scroll
little
face.
old
the scroll
woman
face.
is only like 4 foot tall and like maybe 100 pounds.
I had to reach low.
She just kind of smiles as you take it, as Lucius goes to slap it in your hands, and then as she nods and goes, "Ah, my flower shop is well known across the world." She goes, it is called Q's Flower Shop." And she smiles and goes and smacks Lucius once more on the ass again and goes, "I will buy him." And she turns and scuttles off with her little wheelbarrow.
Wait a minute, is this
My fingernails are
really-
quickly becoming not fingernails.
Lucius, please understand, I took the thing so that no trouble started. I'm not actually going to use the crystal.
If I learn Orcish, I might.
The little lady kind of turns
No.
as she's walking off and
However-
is kind of like sauntering her stuff and kind of winks at Lucius and then continues on.
I don't think
Not to
Lucius was
sell
for the
to her.
daughter.
I don't
To
think so.
buy.
The Pebble has learned what
ingredient.
the flowers are. However,
What are they?
What are the flowers?
they call them blessings from God.
What do they do?
Cool.
The lady said that they grant good luck, save you from death, and apparently they show up when a god falls, and, you know.
Part of
So-
that sounds like a dream.
Well, there's
Lily.
been a lot of that
Questionable.
lately.
I may go run some tests on the
Apparently
flower.
she runs a famous flower shop. I don't know.
Well,
Interesting.
just
I
look
wonder
at
if she
ingredient.
could grow
Famous in
stream
terms of
lily.
orcish, maybe.
What was that, Lucius?
I said famous in terms of orcish, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, where to?
I
Uh,
do not. Hawken disappeared. I thought we would be talking about the plan, so I guess a
I
place
think you went
to
off
sleep.
to handle your shopping.
Well, I feel like we were supposed to do that as a. If he's handling it all by himself, I mean, good on him.
I mean, we can hope.
Hey, you guys were included with the Pass Without Trace buff. Don't worry about it.
Oh, it
we have a
travels with
plus
you.
10 to stealth right now.
You might. I was there with you when I casted it.
No, it
Yeah,
goes
but
Nice.
that
with you.
it
It
follows
travels
you
with
around as a dome. It's not.
Yep.
Oh, does it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's a follow spell.
Fair
So
enough.
NPCs around you get that bonus.
No,
No,
it's
it's-
those who I choose.
Allies.
Yeah.
It's allies within range. Yeah,
Well, I'm
Um,
going to
I
work on
suppose-
some potions then.
we're gonna look for an inn then, or whatever the closest thing to it.
Yeah, inner tavern.
Yeah, a place
We need
to...
place to sleep
sleep.
and eat.
Hey, don't worry. In an hour, you'll be able to come back and eat with the prince.
Well,
DM
yeah, we shouldn't rent a room because
I have a
if we're...
very important question, DM, about the orcs.
What's up?
Now, in the Storming Empire, brothels are for soup. What about here?
You don't know?
Can I roll history
Sure.
with a plus
Oh,
2?
brothel.
And
Nope. You know
That
nothing.
reminds me of a man who wants new location of every single goblin brothel.
Can I assist with the check for the brothel?
Sure.
God.
Do you want me to
Don't
roll as well?
worry,
Or do you want
Hawken.
to just give advantage?
Go ahead and get a history check. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you know, Sigrid hasn't visited one in a long while. And 18 plus 3, actually, 21.
There's no such thing as orc with a K brothels.
fair enough.
Yep.
There are no orc brothels, my friend, I am sorry.
Orcs are a matriarchy, surprisingly enough, and thus women rule most of
No
this.
even no male
I can
brothels?
totally see a male brothel. Yeah.
Not here.
No gigolos?
Alright,
However,
Yeah.
I'm sure if you went to a tavern and asked an orc nice pebble.
I'm gonna go reading the signs, looking for any that kind of looks like it would be an inn or a tavern or somewhere we can sleep.
Okay. Give me. You said read, so give me an intelligence check.
Yeah, I gotta try.
Uh-oh.
22, not 20.
Oh, damn.
So
He's using all of his luck.
As you lot start walking together, heading further into the city, the little lady continues to somehow always be within eye watch. Always
Wait a minute.
selling their goods.
Wait a minute, is she the queen?
Well, the queen of the orcs would be best described by any Nord as a woman known to be massive even by orc standards.
She's polymorphed.
There we go.
But as you are walking around, you come across some simple shops. The first one, as you walk by, is called Grim Snarl. That's literally Grim and Snarl, and it looks to be the depiction of a beheaded lion. The next shop that you come across that has an actual sign seems to be Bad Liquid, is what it's called. And it seems to be a blackened glass is all you get for the picture. Not sure what it is. It smells like beer coming from the building, but you're not 100% sure. And the third one is called the Arcane's Eye. And it just seems to be a glowing blue eye gem in the center of a sign.
That one sounds fun.
Oh.
I'll tell the other three the names of the three. Be like, well, we have a choice to make.
Well, one of
I-
them seems to be a magic shop.
We
So,
could go for more healing potions. I don't have that many.
I gave out so many.
Yeah, just last session, we got a bunch.
Wait,
You got-
no, when?
That was last session, end of session.
That was last session. Everybody got 7 potions, yeah.
7 Supreme
Of
Potions.
which type? I either cut out for
Supreme.
this or it was not here for this.
You were. It was
Supreme?
Yeah, because remember, Cameron
Oh,
was
then I
having
must
trouble-
have cut out or something.
No, it was a whole 20-minute ordeal where Cameron was having trouble with math.
Yeah, I do not remember this at all, so I definitely probably cut out.
That's a long cut.
I've been having them happen lately. I don't fucking know. The internet's
You're
been
good.
bad here.
We have,
Yeah,
we have plenty of potions.
Yeah, Temenar just
Okay,
requests
okay.
that when you drink a potion, you don't smash the vial.
But it's Scrofey tradition.
If you smash
But-
that
but
vial,
it's
you are going to start paying
okay.
me for potions.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Darn.
As the
Okay.
party starts to contemplate things, we're gonna jump over for a moment to Hawken. Hawken, as you disappear from the party, watching them, kind of dealing, you watching as Lucius seems to, for one, this being your one chance, knowing fully well Lucius has very good perception. You realize with the old woman continuously smacking him on the ass and irritating him, he's gonna be a little more distracted with and allowing you to escape. As you cast Step Without a Trace, you start heading back up the main road, and as you manage to walk right through the front gate, no one seems to even be of the notice. You manage to get around the big castle itself, coming to the side of the window where the kitchens are. You see a rather burly-looking orc wearing nothing but an apron, and I do mean nothing but an apron, and carrying around what looks to be a very large knife, and continues to swish things in metal bowls and move things of batter about. You watch at one point he takes a whole living bird of some sort and dunks it into a boiling cauldron. That turns it into, from a nice boiling green with strange fumes coming off of it, to a nice reddish brown coloring. And you can still hear the screams of the fowl as it burns. The orc kind of looks over into the window without noticing you, kind of like opens the window up, opens a couple as the smoke kind of airs out, and the smell. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy. All right, and all right, I'm not close to Lucius anymore, so I don't get that +4 though.
No, you do
all right,
not.
yeah. Nope. So I failed the con, I assume, because it's like a 7.
Hawken, as the smell hits you, you immediately start violently puking alongside the window. The orc cook does not notice. That was a 2. Fuck you, game. And just kind of hearing the rumbling, just kind of seems to shrug and say it must be the animals. Kind of walks off into the other
Alright.
room.
I'm gonna put a bandana, something to cover my face and nose to hopefully block out most of that smell.
Alright, you will be at a disadvantage with stealth checks otherwise, but so as you break off a piece of cloth and wrap it across
I will
your
be?
face. Otherwise, yes, if that cloth falls, you will be
Oh,
at
yeah.
disadvantage.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you managed to cover your nose. It's not great. The smell is still somewhat there, but it's not causing you issues, at least.
Ugh, fuck. All right.
You've brought it down to tolerable levels.
Yeah, tell me about it. All right, so we're gonna head in.
Okay. As you pop the window open, or as you or kind of climb through the window that was popped open, you managed to crawl over the nice fire pit without issue, and come into this big room with the boiling cauldron in the center of it. Little like plants cut up and sliced on a side on one of the cutting boards. Some sort of greenish dough material that seems to wiggle every once in a while, and you hear it cry for help on occasion with slight whispers. And then the cauldron itself boiling with the reddish brown liquid.
I definitely want to see if there's any form of just either like orcish writing or whatever to say like maybe something for like a ticket, you know, like what is to be presented to the meal in an hour.
As you look around, you do find a cookbook cracked open, and it simply reads orc stew. The rest of it is in giant.
Giants, okay, that'd be an issue. I
Reason
don't know
being is giant is more literate than orc, so there's more words in it they can use.
Surprisingly.
That's fair. Okay, my plan was honestly going to be add to the recipe like tasty sauce, and then like write on one of my poison bottles tasty sauce and set it right next to the book.
However, as you're looking at the orcish cookbook, the orc cook comes in. As he comes walking in, he kind of sniffs around for a minute, and he goes, Good. And then he kind of turns to the little, like, a green ball of what looks to be some sort of dough and starts hammering it, and it turns pink as you hear a crack come from it. And he goes, good. Picks it up, and you watch this, like, liquidizing, almost like a mucus between his fingers. And he just kind of drops it in, shakes his hands, and then it starts to float, and you hear a slight squeal come from the pot, and then it just goes silent again, and the orc nods and walks off again.
I think you can have the poison without any problems.
Hmm.
Don't know
All
what kind
right.
of poison would do, but
Unfortunately, I don't know enough about one, the giant language, and two, how they operate here to probably properly poison the food, because we're probably gonna be told to eat, and we might insult people if we don't. So poison the food isn't gonna be a good idea. But I do have a direction to the cellar, correct?
Yep.
I want to see what's in the cellar.
All right. As you crawl, you go to one of the corners of the room where you find the door going down. We'll come back to you momentarily. Lucius, Pebble, Sigrun, and Temidar. As you lot are looking at the three businesses with symbols on their signs, deciding where you want to go, what would you like to do?
anywhere we can sit down will work for me, just as long as I can work on my potions in a quiet corner right now, because I think that'd be more helpful. So, I'll go with majority in this case.
I mean, I have no personal opinion either way. Pebble?
Pebble will point out bad liquid and just be like, I smell beer.
Alcohol, let's
Hell
go.
yes.
That works.
Lucius, do you follow them?
Yeah, I'll go with.
Okay, as you lot walk in, immediately you see a bunch of very burly orcs, all wearing bear skins, drinking a thick black liquid that seems to somewhat foam. Giant chunks of meat just grilling over the central fire pit of this room. The room is pretty wide. It has around 30 tables, a fully established bar where you see a very kind of somewhat muscular orc wearing little glasses and a full suit similar to a Nord nobleman's, and about the same size as it's kind of breaking apart as the barkeep is working. There are nothing else other than orcs in here. As one of the orcs, though, wearing the bear pelt on his back, with red symbols going all up and down his arms, as you walk in, turns and goes, "Brother!" and like the deepest orcish he can possess, and runs up to Lucius and gives him a big hug. And he sets Lucius kind of down and goes, and holds out his hand, grasping sense towards him.
I'll at least tell Lucius he's
for it.
brother.
Okay. As you reach for it, he grasps your hands, and you feel Lucius. He's a blood hunter. He's a bear warrior. He is order of the. Let me find it because I have his character.
Order of the
sheet.
Lycanthrope?
I believe that so. Yes.
Yes.
He is Order of the Lycanthrope, and he is also someone who can turn himself into a giant grizzly bear.
Temedar's gonna take the time
Interesting seeing another.
He shakes your hand up and down and goes, my common's not as good as it once was, but I'm always looking to welcome more brothers. As he kind of looks to the rest of you and goes, please join us for meat and drink.
Well, I can't speak for them, but I have a more native tongue that you might be able to speak.
He looks at you and goes, do you speak Orcish?
I'm breaking it out, y'all. I'm going to turn to him and in bear be like, no, but I do know how to speak the...
He starts roaring right back at Lucius and goes, yes! Brother! And gives another big hug to Lucius.
Sigrun just leads to Pebble like, I don't know what they're saying, but it sounds very fun.
Temedar's gonna
Is this what it's
slowly
like when
look at
two
the man
Scrove
and,
they meet after a long time? Is it like the same idea? It feels like it.
for a moment, Temedar's gonna look at the man. Does he look roughly the same size as Temedar?
The orc?
Yeah.
No, he's about 6'4", 300 pounds of just nothing but muscle.
Okay, so he's shorter than me, but wider.
Yeah.
Well, Temenar will pass him his old merchant clothes and be like, here you go. Looks like yours are getting a little threadbare.
The man speaks in Bear to Lucius Winsko and goes, "Does he dishonor the Bear clan?"
No, he just doesn't understand. I have not taught them much.
You just hear roaring, like two grizzly bears getting ready to go at it. As they seem to be talking to each other casually. And the orc looks at Lucius and goes, no issues, and kind of turns to Temidar and comment and goes, no clothing. We don't respect hiding ourselves.
Ah. Fair.
And
I slam myself in their chest. I am totally down with this.
Yeah, Sigrun
Temedar's
also.
just gonna go find a corner and
Their
sit
chest.
down and break out a small alchemy kit to sit over there in the corner, trying to develop basically potions to spare the dying from potions of true resurrection.
So as Temidar sits down, starts setting up, the bear clan group kind of comes around you a lot, bringing you over to the table and starts yelling out to the barkeep to bring out meat and beer, and they just start bringing out loads of just different kinds of meat. And the old orc warrior starts pointing out different monsters that they come from and why they're edible, and ones that you shouldn't eat if you're not from these areas. And the bear warrior also looks at Lucius and goes, "You look like a man who's seen sorrow. Is everything fine?"
It's been a long journey.
Nowitson goes, I met a human recently. Another strong human, Nord like you. As he looks at you and goes, and speaking in common, he goes, name was, Blundermane or something. He kind of looks for the words, goes, "No, I'm not 100%. It was something of that sort. He came through looking for another Nord who was supposedly capable of turning into a bear."
And sorry for those of you that this might bother, but did this man have any of this scent? And I hold up the scalp that I have had in my bag.
The smell of just pungent, rotting flesh just erupts through the room. To most of you, though, to be honest, you barely registers compared to what you've been dealing with walking around.
Yeah, this is Sigrun and her dragon mash. She's good. She's been through worse.
Temdar has a little mask up right now because he's dealing with potions, so fumes.
So the man kind of takes a second and kind of sniffs it and goes, "Yes." And he goes, "Had that smell. There's two of them that travel with the scent." He goes, "I don't remember the first one's name, but they went by Blundermane.
Yes, Bloodmane.
His name started with an L, I believe, in common."
Yes. I know exactly who you're speaking of.
"Is this the man you seek?" As he kind of goes to brush his nose.
Seek is a nice way to put it.
"Ah, blood vengeance," he nods and says, "I know much about that. Well, then, my brother, I tell you, he's last was seen heading to the Volae lands. He said he planned to head towards a new dimension and basically bring an army of demons. I don't know."
Because we haven't heard that before, have we, brother?
He smiles and goes and looks to the rest of you lot and starts laughing in a comment and goes, "New world conqueror every other week." And he raises up the beers to the whole group, and more meat is brought out as the smell continues to go about.
Heck yeah.
And we'll come back to you in a moment. Hawken,
Yes.
as you head down into the cellar, The roots of the walls kind of sticking out. It's just mostly very packed dirt with simple wood supports. Some of them have stone covering, some are just basic wood. You see different jars of creatures that seem to still be living, cages of strange animals you've never seen that seem to squeal as you walk by. And then in one of the corners, the liquor, if you will, wines, whiskeys, and beers that seem to all be aging on the wall in different bottles and barrels that have been set aside. Is there something you're looking for particular? You do note the cellar does go throughout the entire castle.
Good to know. I want to know. It'd been good to know this beforehand, but I don't know how I would have figured it out. I want to know if there's any writing anywhere that describes something that might tell me which wine or alcohol in these barrels is a favorite of any of the princes.
Give me a perception check.
20.
You don't note any of the bottles being at all empty in any way or anything to show significance of use. But you do notice on the back of one of the dirt wall behind it, you read the simple writing of grocery list with an arrow pointing to a very dark colored whiskey that seems to have been unopened and still covered in dust and such.
I'd like to inspect it.
Okay. Give me a investigation check. Well, what are you inspecting for?
Well, I want so I kind of want to see what the label is first off.
Oh, okay.
If there is a label.
Yeah,
on it.
as you turn it over, it reads in very in common with a Nordic dialect, simply King's Wine. You would know King's Wine as a well-known whiskey for noble Nords to drink. It is a whiskey that is mixed with a mulled wine to give it a sweeter taste. It is very commonly used at parties and such for a long time, elongated drinking. It also is said to be served somewhat sparkling, as it seems to have a slight magical enchant that makes it bubble as soon as it comes out of the bottle.
Gotcha. And you said it's unopened?
Correct. And you can tell it's a wax seal with a cork.
Gotcha. I'm gonna... so I'm probably gonna have to use this. Probably offer it as a gift to this eldest prince if I'm gonna go that route. This is part of the grocery list, so it's gotta be something like that.
You hear a whisper in Orcish go, "Yes, you will."
All right, I'll take it with me. I think I know I could use this.
All right. As you take the bottle, I assume as you toss it in your bag, nothing seems to happen.
Okay. I definitely want to... And you said this place leads to all over the castle, yeah?
Yep. You can see cellar doors that seem to go into some of the other rooms.
Does the map have anything more besides just kitchen entrance or the just the cellar?
Nope.
Does it label anything else
Nope.
throughout the castle? No?
Nope, just a simple design of the castle above, that's it. So you can see where things are, like what rooms are what size, but besides that, no. But you do have the cross-reference of the map you saw the half-orc Goliath draw.
Do the orc princes in any of that? Alright.
Yeah, could be in any portion of the castle, you don't know.
That's fair. Alright. This is, to be honest, probably the best I could do right now, unless I want to meander around and risk getting caught in here. So probably we're going to have to come back later with the rest of the party.
Okay.
Alright, so I guess after acquiring this drink that may or may not be poisoned, I don't know, I'll head out.
Okay. So,
Unless the mysterious voice decides to give me any other direction.
it does not. Do you ask it?
I'll be like, anything else? Just very quietly.
in Orcish, it begins to speak and goes, "Wait, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Shit! I've been stuck in your ring for years." Oh, God, it's really kind of sucks. I spent so many days not being able to talk. That Wraith form, not fun. Hurts like hell. No.
Oh, I bet. It seemed miserable.
I mean, it really was. I still remember when this castle was built in my youth.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, believe it or not, I used to be royalty.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And I stupidly decided to become an adventurer. Turned out great, as you can clearly see.
I guess I'm kind of in that path right now.
As you're also talking to yourself by any accounts, and anybody with a decent view is going to notice you, right? You're just kind of standing in the center of the cellar, and while you've taken the bottle of wine, it's pretty hard to miss the guy in armor.
Nah, I'll be fine.
Also, do you know you've been being scried on this entire time?
I mean, I kind of felt like it.
Yeah. Do you know it's that orc prince you met when you were talking to him in the center hallway?
Ah, I figured he was someone special.
Yeah. He's planning to kill you. I think he's already sent a couple assassins down to kill your party mates.
Oh yeah, was he the eldest?
No, I think he was the youngest. He gave off more magic than the one that you're looking for was said to have.
Gotcha. Oh, by the way, I hope I'm talking my mind right now and not out loud.
Oh, you're talking fully out loud.
All right, I'm gonna change that to talking like within my mind to because he can talk to me telepathically. Yeah, I'll return. I'll start doing that as well.
As you start talking telepathically, the voice goes, "Huh, it was more entertaining when you talked out loud. Now I just feel like I'm talking to myself."
Don't worry about it.
Kind of empty in here, you know that?
Listen.
Lot of room. Thought about getting myself a nice sparring court. Would your friends be interested? Especially that big one, the female one with the big beard that covers her entire body. Yeah, I prefer that one. You really should work on your relationships with that one. I feel like it'd benefit you.
She's all right. I mean, do you want me to think up an arena for you? Like, I can do that. I don't know if actually I could do that.
Are you okay? He goes, good. I got stuck on an idiot. Oh, this is gonna be interesting.
I don't know how people inside my mind work. I mean, well, you're in the ring, but
you're an adventurer and you don't understand how the people inside your mind work. Why do you have people inside your mind?
Because of the fucking ring that I took from your wraith corpse.
Hey, listen, man. I didn't ask to be here. You stole me.
I know I did.
Kind of rude.
Is it really stealing when you're dead? I guess it's grave robbing, but you attacked me first.
I attacked you. I was completely minding my own fucking business down there, motherfucker. We're gonna have this discussion out loud, and suddenly appears in front of you this orc djinn, and he just fully green kind of floats out of the ring and just looks at you and goes, "Now I'm mad. No, you want to talk about attacking people?" And you can hear his voice, and you can hear orcs guards moving about above you now suddenly.
Run.
I'm gonna sneak out of here again.
Yeah, as you're walking, he's being pulled. It looks like he's just being pulled by an invisible force. He goes, I can fucking stand here all day. We can do this.
Can I just stealth?
You are stealth, technically.
Good.
You are still passed without a trace, but his ass isn't.
They'll see him, but if you ever need me to make a roll, because it's not an immediate stealth, it's a +10 to my stealth.
No, you're good.
All right. Can we do this later? I'm
No,
sorry to
we are gonna have this discussion. And he starts getting louder and louder, and you hear more guards yelling in orc, "Intruder!" as they're heading towards the cellar doors.
What do you want? What do you want from me?
I don't know what I want. As he puts his hand in his chin and goes,
listen. You know the plan. Of course, in my mind, it's like,
we have a plan.
I don't actually, to be honest, not really.
What?
Kind of been winging this.
Are you?
I'm no master assassin like these people claim that I am. You know that.
He goes, "You know what? Fine." He goes, "Do me a favor and give me a con save, Hawken."
Oh boy. 17.
You succeed. You suddenly feel something pushing, almost like trying to take control of your body suddenly.
Hey, stop that. Or I'll
Give-
drop you right here.
Give me your goddamn body. I can fix this, you damn idiots. It's like watching children with a rubber chicken.
I don't trust you right now, man. You're kind of agitated.
Yeah, whatever you got. Suddenly a voice disappears and the djinn vanishes.
All right, time to get out of here, Mission Impossible style.
You hear the guards continuing to stomp as they're like walking around heading towards it, and you hear one of the doors suddenly starting to jiggle open and light coming through. Where would you like to go?
Duck behind the stairs.
I don't know if you. Is there a room behind
There's
the stairs?
no stairs.
To duck
It's all ladders,
Gotcha.
and there's not much to hide around. The room is filled with cages and such, but everything's pretty much clearly seen through, and monsters are reacting as you're kind of walking around.
I would like to use my thaumaturgy and look at another thing, another what's it called, a trapdoor next to a ladder, and just open it and then hide in a corner somewhere, like between barrels and stuff.
You're gonna use your thaumaturgy to make the door open. Okay. All right.
And not the one where the orcs are, but
Yeah.
another one.
Okay. Got anyone specific or just randomly?
Something close by. Enough to where when they come down, they'll be able to see it.
As soon as one of the orcs kind of pokes his head down, and he hears the pop open of the door, and one of the other orcs you hear shout out, "Toilet!" and they all start running. As they start running towards the one of the towers. And stay above ground. They don't pop down. They assume you're running, and you hear them charging off to the other side of the castle.
All right. I will henceforth now start to sneakily go where they came from.
Okay. As you start kind of climbing up towards the ladder, walking towards the ladder, you open the door and you hear the orcish cook kind of walking by as he slams the thing back down as he steps on it and goes, damn orcish guards around here don't know how to deal with the pot. They tipped it over, made my mixing all smelly. Now I gotta scoop it back in off the floor, all that dirt mixed in.
It had flavor.
A few minutes of shoveling go by, and you hear the orc cook just leave the room once again.
All right, time to get moving again.
As you pop the cellar door open, you see the stew has gone from a reddish brown to just a blackish color, and it looks to be like tar as it bubbles and the bubble seems to hold, and like as it pops, you hear the smacking of wet tar on a wet tar.
I need to do something about this.
You hear the guards off in the distance shout, "He's in the courtyard!" And they start running off. Catch that Nord who's trying to take a shit in the royal palace! And for the rest of the party, about a few minutes go by, and you hear as a Nord is just running, and you see out the window as a Nord with his pants halfway down, running with his ass hanging out at top speed.
You know what? Have I made progress with the potions as I see this happen?
Yeah, you're making progress. You just watch as the guards are fucking chasing it. There's a whole small army chasing him.
I look at Lucius. 5 gold coin says that he makes it to the gate before they catch him.
He might make it even farther at this rate.
You see pants fall off the man as he continues down running. Okay.
I'm
Anyone
going
else want to get in on this action?
Before I leave, I'm gonna.
Okay.
Before I leave, I'm gonna knock over the soup again.
Oh, you are?
Stew.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me a strength check to see if you can manage it.
You could just incinerate.
15.
The stew does not move.
Oh, all right. Weird. What do you mean by incinerate a liquid? It's gonna take a while.
As high as you can.
You all watch as people start gathering, and Hawken, while he's pushing the pot, the rest of the party, as you step out of the bar for a moment, or out of the tavern for a moment to watch, the guards go to grab him, and you hear the spell Grease as the man shouts out, and he, like a hog, squirts out of the hand over the wall and launches himself out of the city. Losing his undercloth, there's nothing left protecting his bare ass.
I slowly look at Lucius and go, I don't think any of us bet on that. Who did? Who bet on him escaping via spellcraft?
I think it was one of them
did
when I point at the.
Technically,
The other
my bet's
werebears.
not wrong. He's gonna have to shit eventually.
One of them, you see a couple of gold coins handed in between the bear warriors.
I passed 5 to the one that said that you'd escape with a spell.
Hawken, as we come back to you for a moment, you just hear the shouting coming from further into the city, being as loud as it is. And then the last thing the party catches, Hawken, actually, give me a perception check to see if you catch this part. Last words of this man as he disappears.
No, it's only a
You do
14.
not. The rest of the party, you catch the last words of this man. King Hawken will be the one to rule!
Yeah! That guy. We love that guy.
Whoever that
You're
Nord
gonna give
is.
that guy this keep when you become king, aren't
I got
you?
a
You're
fan
gonna talk
club.
to them.
I just look at the rest of the group like, well, this is awkward.
I'm going back to my potions.
You all settle back down with your drinks being handed out, more food brought out, more stories being told of foreign battlefields. Hawken, as you continue, you struggle to push this thing over. It doesn't budge. It seems to be pretty sturdy.
Yeah, that's fair. I was gonna try to save whoever from eating this, but oh well. I'm out.
All right, as you climb out the window, kind of sneaking your way, tiptoeing your way out of the city, you come to the center commons as you're kind of like sneaking around, and you suddenly hear the voice of the half-orc and Goliath earlier go, "Grocery list," as he suddenly appears behind you. No, your pass without a trace is still active.
He
Yeah.
just saw you.
I'll look at him and I'll pull out the jars. Like, yeah, I went to the store and I managed to bring a bottle of what my people famously drink.
He takes the bottle from you and hands you another bottle with the same label on it and smiles and goes, "Grocery list," and pats you on the shoulder and walks off. He
wonder
you
if
see him
I've-
kind of pop the bottle open and start drinking it.
I look at
Man
him.
has
Do
good
you want,
taste.
you want me to put this back?
He just walks off and leaves you.
I think it's a fair guess, Hunter.
But I mean it was hidden.
No, it wasn't. You found it in the alcohol area of the.
Yeah, behind some stuff that just pointed at grocery list. Fuck. Well, I guess I'll go replace it. Let's go!
Round 2.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
We're
Just
gonna
set it
come
in the
back.
kitchen.
We're gonna come back to this next session, guys. We thank you all for watching to see what happens with this unique party and their plans to kill the princes. For canon's sake, we will say Hawken will make it into the kitchen should he choose to make it there before next session. Otherwise, we will see you guys all tomorrow for some Monster Monday, and if not Monster Monday, maybe some Elventium. We'll see. Thank you all for watching, and hope you all had a good time. Oh man. Alright. That is the end.